I'm checking out this new software, so I got a little lost. I don't know if I'm live right now, but if I am, it's certainly not so interesting for those who are watching, or maybe they get a little laugh. Anyway, I had such an interesting day yesterday because I was giving talks in a big global company for hundreds of women who were at the occasion of March 8, interested in hearing about how they could use their feminine power or their female power at work. And what struck me was that these very accomplished, successful, talented, amazing women really said that it was like almost watering plants in the desert. They really talked about how they really enjoyed hearing about how they could use their feminine qualities at work, because most of them live in a very male-dominated environment, especially the higher up the hierarchy. And so hearing from women, being in a room with women, talking about feminine energy is like, it's like getting oxygen when there's very little of it. And my point is, and this is why I share this on a live video today, is that we all need a lot more energy in our lives. We need a lot more energy in business. We need a lot more energy in feminine energy in corporations. And we need to understand that currently we are all breaking a natural law, which is the law of balance between the yin and the yang. And as long as we keep doing that, the world will remain unbalanced. It's as simple as that. And I know that feminine energy has not been a popular topic in corporations and business until now. A lot of women who have stepped out of corporate life have embraced feminine energy and really used the creativity that feminine energy gives access to create amazing businesses where they thrive, where they have a good time, where they do good, where they work for the higher good, and they are doing very well. This trend has been going on for the past 2 decades, and it's just increasing. We are going to see many more women and men who think like them leave traditional corporations where there is not enough feminine oxygen. And the reason is that we are all part of nature. So when we have to suppress parts of ourselves, half of ourselves, or at least underestimate something that's part of our true nature and overly focus on something that's also part of our true nature, but it's just, we're not meant to be out of balance. It's like our system is so freaking genius. There is such a balance between left and right hemisphere. There's such a balance between the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. There's a balance between left and right in everything in us. So when we insist on using only parts of ourselves or being too one-sided, whether it be to the one side or another side, it just doesn't make sense. It makes us leave our true nature, and then we shouldn't be surprised that we are co-creating a lot of imbalances. So the point of this little reminder is, if you are someone who feels stressed, pressured, who feels that there's never enough hours in the day, who feel that you miss out on enjoying life, you miss out on your sleep, on taking care of your health, on being with your children, your loved ones, welcome to the Western society where this is our ideal. And I'm making this little talk, or making this little broadcast in the week of March 8, 2024, and I could probably create the same in 25 and maybe even in 26, but by then we have hopefully understood that all the time that we crave for, all the more holistic solutions, all the drive and the longing in ourselves we have for a more fulfilled life where we use both our masculine and our feminine energy, where we give room for the both sides, and where we allow ourselves to absorb more feminine energy in order to balance this masculine overdrive. That is actually a sign of health, and is actually imperative to future-proofing and to remain or to even get to have a human-friendly life here on Earth. We cannot continue with this imbalance. So if you long for more feminine energy, it's quite easy to adopt more. It's about taking more breaks. It's about remembering to breathe, and to breathe deeply, so you don't just run all the time and gasp for air. It's about honoring your inner life, honoring what you hear from your heart's longing, the whisper from your soul, your body's need, your need for to cultivate your relationships, your longing to have a balanced life where you not only work, but you also do other things, such as taking care of your health, your children, your loved ones. All this is part of honoring the feminine energy. And if we don't honor that side of ourselves in corporations, we get to starve. And what happens everywhere, and unfortunately a lot in politics, which is really dangerous, but it happens also in corporations and business, even for the entrepreneurs. I'm sure all entrepreneurs can recognize what I'm talking about here, but it really is scary to see that everywhere in the world, in politics, there's no awareness. I mean, these are the decision makers. They could make the rules. They're there to make the rules. But here, it's even a more imbalanced environment, where there's no time to reflect on the laws that are passed, no time to really become an expert in the field that you're supposed to be a leader for, where you can really be led astray and create crazy laws that really are life defeating, because you don't take time to breathe and to really go deep into the subject matter that you are supposed to be an ambassador for. This is just a symptom of the lack of feminine energy in our society, and it's leading all of us astray. And I talk specifically to leaders, because leaders have so much influence, but you are a leader no matter who you are, because we all affect each other, and we affect our children, we affect our surroundings. So leadership is no longer for the leaders, it's for all of us. So bottom line is more feminine energy into our businesses, into our corporations, into politics. And the way to go is to honor the feminine within yourself, regardless of your gender, and really start prioritizing getting that part integrated more into your life, so that it's integrated on an equal level with the masculine yang energy in your life, with your doing, with your focus, with your rational, with your running, with your action. Yeah, that just needs to be just as much time, if not more time, for being, for breathing, for relating, for reflecting, for taking care of yourself and others, for pausing, for going out in nature, reconnecting with nature, taking care of your health. That needs to be just as prioritized as running to achieve goals all the time, and then having to repair all the damage that was created by reaching those goals. All right, so good little preparation for March 8th celebration, and I hope that you take some inspiration with you from this little broadcast. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget the feminine energy.